voice. All right. Okay. So he was a man of color because it said liken color to polished brass. When you look up polish, it's burnish, which means burnt brass. So the Lord was a dark-skinned man. Okay. So that means the Heavenly Father is a black man. Okay. Because it says back in Colossians 1 and 15, who is the image of the invisible power, the firstborn of every creature. Okay. The firstborn of every creature. Yep, the firstborn of every creature. For by him were all things created, that are in the heaven and that are in the earth, visible and invisible. Alright? So it was Yahushua that created the earth and the heavens by the decree of the Heavenly Father. Okay? The Lord made him to do these things, to bring glory to the Father. And it says the visible and invisible. So it's the Lord that created these spirits, these angels, alright, these spirits. Okay, and these people, okay, which is basically just spirits in a physical body, man. All right, to dwell and operate on this plane of the earth, not in the spirit. Okay, visible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. So it was the Lord that set up kingdoms and these nations to have certain authority and power over their people. It was different with Israel. It was set up as a theocracy, meaning theos, meaning God. That's Greek for God, and archesy means rulership, the rule of God. Only the Israelites are known in history to be the only nation that was ruled by that government. All other nations had their own sets of kings and rulers, and even queens. That's where all that queen worship come from these heathens. Okay, because they don't know better. But Israel was set up, they had the Heavenly Father, okay? And he ruled over the matters of Israel, okay? For by him were all things created that are in heaven, that are in the earth, visible and invisible, whether they be thrones or dominions or principalities or powers. All things were created by him and for him. Because what was the end game was that all these nations, all right? Hold on. All these nations were set up, all right, set up to serve the Israelites, okay? All right, set up to serve the Israelites, okay? All right? But it was set up for all Israel to go under the heathen for a period of time, all right, so that when the blessing that Isaac gave to Jacob through the Spirit of the Lord, all right, that all these nations shall serve under Israel, okay? That was the plan from the beginning. So at the beginning, the Lord established men to have dominion over everything, all right? Because this was part of the plan that the Lord had to fulfill, that he will have his son eventually rule over all things. That's what we're coming into. But these kingdoms were set up, and these nations were set up for a time to have rulership over Israel, so that when the Lord brings judgment, they will have to serve under Israel. That's the whole purpose of them. The Lord setting up them as powers or having thrones and kingdoms. Because it says, all things were created by him and for him. And he is the beginning of all things. And by him all things consist. And he is the head of the body of the church, which is the believers, who is the beginning, the firstborn from the dead, that in all things he might have the preeminence, which is the first place, the top position. For it pleased the Father that in him shall all fullness dwell. That's right. Okay. So it's who you really call Jesus Christ, Yahushua. He's the one that created all things by the decree of the Heavenly Father. going back to the beginning. Okay. All right. So Genesis chapter 1, verse 26, it says the powers, all right, the powers said, the Elohim, which is the powers, said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness. Okay. And I already established that means that the Lord was establishing order, okay, amongst men, okay. All right, and it says in likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowls of the air, and over the cattle, and over the earth, over all the earth, and over every creepy thing that creepeth upon the earth. Okay. Now I tell you in James chapter 3, right? Still be out here for a while. It tell you in James chapter 3 that command from the beginning that men shall have dominion over the creatures and stuff, and over all the earth and every living thing, meaning the people that dwell in the earth. Okay, that's being fulfilled. James 3 and 4, it says, for every creature, for every kind of beasts and of birds and of serpents and of things in the sea is tamed and have been tamed of mankind. Why is that? Because that was the commandment, all right, the righteous order that was established from the beginning. Okay, it was by the decree of the Heavenly Father that man had these powers over the things that was created. That's why they have a saying that man is on the top of the food chain. Okay, because he have tamed these things. Okay, so James 3 and 7, for every kind of beasts and of birds and of serpents and of things in the sea is tamed and have been tamed of mankind. That's right. Psalms 8. It's a lot. Psalms 8, verse 3. When I consider thy heavens, the work of thy fingers, the moon and the stars, which thou hast ordained, what is man that thou art mindful of him, and the son of man that thou visitest him? For thou hast made him a little lower than the angels. That's right. That's right. When you read the scriptures, the angels are males. There's not one account in the Bible of an angel being sent from the Lord being a female, or female appeared as a female. They always appeared as men. Okay. Why is that? Because males are the power. Okay, they're the ones set up to be judges. Okay, so the order is what? All right, the Heavenly Father, His Son, the angels, then men on earth. Because angels are far stronger than the men that operate in this plane, which is the earth. Okay. Anytime you read the scriptures about the angels, when they appear, man feared and trembled at the appearance of the angels. Okay, so angels have more power than the man that's on the earth for now. All right, but in the kingdom, the elect, the joint heirs with the Lord, they're gonna be judging angels, man. Meaning they're gonna be higher than the angels because they're gonna be in the same level as the Lord. All right, because they joint heirs with the Lord, man. Okay. All right. So Psalms 8 and 4 says, what is man that thou art mindful of him, and the son of man that thou visitest him? For thou hast made him a little lower than the angels, and hast crowned him with glory and honor. That's right. Okay. And that's going in about Yahushua, because he's going to be crowned with glory and honor, man. When he returned to receive his honor and his glory. It says, thou madest him to have dominion over the works of thy hands. Thou hast put all things under his feet. That's right. So when the Lord established the power structure Okay, it goes what?